I got my dishwashing liquid. I got my vinegar. It's time to do some more garden prep. Okay, are we rolling? Yeah, let's go. Well, this morning, got about a week to 10 days before I put my plants in the ground. So it's time to get this garden behind me closer to being ready. Let's go and see what we've got so far. I'm gonna take this plastic off today. A couple of goals, gonna take the plastic off. We're gonna see what's left underneath. I got a bad feeling about what is still underneath there. That's why I've got the vinegar and the dishwashing liquid. We'll see in just a second. But that's goal number one, is to take care of what's left underneath this. Goal number two to get this garden ready is to take some of those leaves off the hill up here, get those in a nice big pile so that I can chop them up and they can serve as my mulch for once I get the plants into the ground. And honestly, that's something I should have done in the wintertime before it was coated in pollen and sticks and other little samplings and things had come all through. But hey, it is what it is. That's the price you pay for waiting. Let's go ahead and get this plastic up and let's see what we've got to deal with. Cannot believe how persistent this stuff is that's growing underneath this black plastic. Let me turn the camera around so you can see what I see. And look at this. I believe my daughter-in-law said that this was called Indian strawberry. Okay, and you can see how green this is. There's another big patch of it right here. You can see it between what used to be some rows, even here. And that's just amazing to me that that stuff would still be here after being covered with black plastic for 3.5 months. Show you. The other thing we got going on here is this is the old weed cloth that was down. I'm going to be pulling this up as well for reasons that'll soon be explained. I knew some of this was going to be here because I had done a sneak peek back in February, and that's what the vinegar and the soap is for. That turned out way better than I anticipated. As I start to pull up the weed cloth that was down, it was taking some soil with it because it had kind of collected on the top, but it took so much of that green stuff that had just grown over the top. Let me turn this around again and show you what I mean. You can see there is not near the amount of green stuff left with all that weed cloth pulled up. There's still a little bit here, and there's still a little bit over there, but I have sprayed all of that with my vinegar, water, and soap solution, so that should start to brown some of this up, and I'll be able to pull it up later this week. I made way more solution than I need, so I'll come back and I'll do a second coat here in a few days when this has had a chance to sit down. Plus, the soil needs the acid, like I had said before, so it'll be good to put some more of that on there. I understand that the roots of these wild strawberries are still going to be here, but it eliminates 80% of what was here, so it's going to make the task so much easier. I am going to cheat. I got to admit something here. The plan was to just completely rejuvenate this, amend this with my own compost, whatever else that was needed, and and just go full pioneer on this thing. But I've decided the success of getting some real food uh, in our pantry is more important than me doing this from scratch right now. Uh, as I was doing this, I was reminded why people pay for their food. But in the end, it's going to be worth it. I'm going to pay the money up front. I'm going to top this off. Not a lot, but I'll top this off with a few yards of soil over the top of this, and that'll give me some time as that stuff starts to creep its way up. But it'll make this nice and good and fertile again for us to begin this whole urban, suburban homesteading thing again, till we can get to wherever we're going to end up. I'm very happy with how it turned out. I'm going to take a break, go eat some lunch, and then I've got to go and get some leaves up because this is going to need some mulch in about 10 days. Well, I did it. Right there. Pile of leaves, or one of the piles of leaves that I raked up, and I'm going to flip this around. And you can see it. I don't know if you can tell on camera how deep it is or not. It's sort of a idea, but there's one here, and you can see one right over there, right about there, just on the other side of those beehives, which are empty, by the way. That's a future project. But anywho, these leaves will make great mulch once I get the plants in the ground next weekend, or within a few days of next weekend. I'll get the plants in the ground, make sure the weed cloth is secure, the new weed cloth. I'll chop these up and put them down over my weed cloth to help keep moisture and everything else in. Overall, pretty good day. I'm pleased with the progress, and I'm glad that you watched this. If you enjoyed it, share it with somebody. Maybe they'll enjoy seeing my humble attempts at turning this place into a suburban homestead. Subscribe if you want to see anything that comes up so you'll know when it happens. And above all else, remember, the one who created you made you able to create also. So get out there and make it, grow it, and live it.